স্পেশালি কি প্রবলেম হচ্ছে যে টেবিল বানিয়ে কোন সেলে কি বসাবো, তাই তো? the cells, the numbers that should be formed in which cell or put in which cell by reading from the question, that there is a confusion. It has been actually taught to you in the second year, but maybe at that time you didn't understand. Now that you have had some concepts of screening, it is very easy. You just have to read some keywords in the questions. First of all, the term that you might have encountered in your question, gold standard test or reference test. There is something called gold standard test. Screening ki jonno kora hoy? In a apparently healthy population, we are finding out the hidden cases. The hidden cases that are not diagnosed yet, but we are finding them through some means and then initiating early treatment so that the disease doesn't progress to any further complicated stage. That is why screening is done in the community. What are the examples of screening, for example? What are the examples of screening? For pregnant women, we are doing anemia testing, we are doing viral antigen testing just to detect. They might not have any symptoms, but during that detection only, we are getting that, okay, she is having this disease or having this anemia, and we have to correct it so that it doesn't get worse. Similarly, in all the patients who comes to OPD, what is done in OPD or any chamber? What is done before they meet the doctor? Their weight is checked, their BP is checked. Sometimes their pulse and other things also, sugar is also checked. They tell that please do this before coming to us. Why? Because this is also screening. Okay, if any covert hypertension or anything is there in the patient, that will be easily diagnosed. So this is the use of screening in the population. Now, what I was referring to, the gold standard test. Okay, so what is the gold standard test used for? In medicine and medical statistics, it is either told as gold standard, মানে question এরকম পাবে, there is a gold standard test, or there is a criterion standard test, or there is a reference standard test. So these are the official terms of the actual test. What is this gold standard test? It is not the screening test under question. It is not the screening test under question. It is another gold standard test. Means for example, in TB, we are diagnosing confirmly that by CBNAT, that TB is there in the patient. Confirmatory case or the gold standard, that is has the highest level of accuracy. The test that is having the highest level of accuracy, that is showing almost all the true deceased and negating almost all the people who are not positive. So that is the gold standard test. Now the question comes that there is a gold standard test which has these many patients are diagnosed positive and these many patients are diagnosed negative. Okay, but we have devised a smaller, cheaper test which are telling that among those patients only these are positive and these are negative. So what is the accuracy, sensitivity, specificity, PPV, NPV of that new test? This is basically the question. In some languages it will be twisted turned, but the question is basically this. একটা গোল্ড স্ট্যান্ডার্ড টেস্ট আছে, একটা নতুন স্ক্রিনিং টেস্ট আছে, দুটোকে কম্পেয়ার করে বলো যে নতুন টেস্টার সেন্সিটিভিটি কি, স্পেসিফিসিটি কি, পিপিভি কি, and etc. So gold standard test is the diagnostic test or benchmark which is the most accurate, that is the best available under reasonable conditions. Like for TB it is CBNAT, for hearing it is audiometry, for vector-borne disease, some of the vector-borne disease is microscopy, for viral disease it is RT-PCR. Okay, RT-PCR or gene expert. So any of the disease question comes with these kind of diseases, this will be the gold standard tests. Now other tests or methods used for screening a disease which are not gold standard. Okay, salivary screening test for HIV. For TB, it might be history of cough more than 2 weeks. That might be a case of screening. In any patient, we are saying the history that is cough is there for more than 2 weeks. We tell them to go for diagnostic test. So that itself is a screening part. Okay. So rapid diagnostic kits for malaria, dengue, Japanese encephalitis. These vector-borne diseases are, as I told, by either microscopy or RT-PCR. But nowadays in the health centers there are kits available. You just give 2-3 drops of blood and it will come as positive or negative. So that are not as accurate as the gold standard test, but it will give some preliminary screening results. Okay. Then there is something called Apache for ICU patients, and then maternal height for high-risk pregnancy. All these things can lead to some screening tests for these diseases. So what is sensitivity and specificity? Now you have this new test, they will render these many patients positive, these many patients negative. So what is the sensitivity and specificity of that new test? Not for the gold standard. Gold standard e kono sensitivity specificity tomar jana dorkar nei. There is no need, or you can assume it is almost 100%, both. This sensitivity and specificity you have to find out for the new test or the screening test. Contingency table to plot the cases diagnosed by gold standard versus cases diagnosed by another screening test. Till now it's clear. You have to make a 2x2 table. Now how to make it? I will show you later, but basically firstly you have to assess sensitivity, specificity, PPV and NPV. So you have to make a table like this, where in the columns you will put the true disease status, that is the gold standard test results. In the column there will be gold standard test results or the true diseased, means truly, in reality, how many are diseased and how many are non-diseased. Total A plus C will be diseased, total B plus D will be non-diseased. So apart from these 4 cells, you have to also write the totals at the end. মানে এখানে নিচে A plus C লিখতে হবে, এখানে নিচে B plus D লিখতে হবে, এখানে সাইডে A plus B লিখতে হবে, এখানে সাইডে C plus D লিখতে হবে। চারটে 2x2 contingency table সঙ্গে টোটাল গুলো দিতে হবে, রো টোটাল, কলাম টোটাল গুলো দিতে হবে। So here you will find A plus C, that is true diseased, and B plus D is true non-diseased. ঠিক আছে? And in the rows you will put the screening test results, who are positive in the screening test and who are negative in the screening test. So who are positive in the screening test, that is A plus B, who are negative in the screening test, C plus D, right? Now whoever is actually true diseased and also who are coming as screening test positive is in this cell A. Okay, then some patients might have no disease actually, but they are coming as screening test positive. For example, some patient might not have hypertension, but for some screening test his BP came out to be 150/90. He doesn't have hypertension, it was just at that time. So he will be there as B. B is false positive, means actually the patient is not positive, it came false on the screening test. Screening test falsely positive chole esche, but the patient is not true positive. Then again in the C te ki ache, screening test results negative, tar asheni kichu kintu she actually disease status ache. এটা খুব ইজিলি হয়, অনেকে হয়তো অনেক দিন ধরে, some people might be taking hepatitis B medicine for so long, 6 months, 1 year, and before an OT they are doing viral test because that is done, that is a prerequisite for doing going into an OT, and he comes negative, he or she comes negative. That is a screening test, but the patient is actually positive. His viral load has gone so low that it is not detectable anymore by that screening test. That is the fallacy of that screening test. In reality, the patient is positive. This also happens. No disease is like foolproof that, or test is like foolproof that it will detect 100% of those non-diseased and 100% of the diseased. There is no test like that in the world actually. No screening test. So there will always be false positives and false negatives. And finally, true negatives, means those who do not have the disease and who also came negative on the screening test. Okay. So before we move on to the formula, just tell me which is more dangerous, false positive or false negative? From a doctor's perspective, which is more dangerous? False negative. Why? because the patient might miss the treatment. That is even more dangerous than giving some medicine for 1 month to a patient who is non-diseased. That is not a problem. But missing a patient who has a disease and then that patient is developing some complications later and increasing the burden of the community, that is more dangerous. Okay? So, how do we assess the classification of this sensitivity, specificity, PPV and NPV? Among the disease, whoever is testing positive. People who test positive among those with the disease. So, in sensitivity, what you will do, that is, you just remember in the denominator, there will be true disease status. In the disease column, this total will be taken for sensitivity and specificity. The columns will be taken for the total in sensitivity and specificity formula. So, sensitivity test means true positives out of true diseased. মানে যারা অ্যাকচুয়ালি ডিজিজ আছে তাদের মধ্যে কত পার্সেন্ট কে ওই টেস্টটা পজিটিভ ডিক্লেয়ার করতে পারছে, দ্যাট ইজ এ প্রপার্টি অফ দ্য টেস্ট, দ্যাট ইজ দ্য স্ট্রেংথ অফ দ্য টেস্ট. সো দ্যাট ইজ A divided by A plus C. That is the sensitivity of the test, how sensitive the test is to detecting the disease. So among the true diseased, how many are coming positive? That is sensitivity. Similarly, specificity, that is true negatives divided by true non-disease, means out of the total people who are healthy, how many are detected by the screening test as healthy? So that is the specificity of the test, means it is very specific to the disease, it will detect only the disease. So the higher the specificity is, that means that the test is more accurate in detecting the non-diseased and cutting them out. False positive টাকে reduce করবে, or automatically যদি true negative বেড়ে যায় false positive decrease হয়ে যাবে among the non-diseased. তো এটা যত বাড়বে তত specificity বাড়বে, এটা যত বাড়বে তত sensitivity বাড়বে. Okay, so A increases, as much as A increases, C will decrease, as much as D increases, B will decrease. So this is the specificity of the screening test. Column wise korbe. Sensitivity, specificity, usually we are doing for the screening test to detect the property of the screening test, and we are doing that test in the population. একটা পপুলেশনে একদিন স্ক্রিনিং ক্যাম্প করলাম, সবার বিপি দেখলাম যে কতজন পজিটিভ নেগেটিভ হয়েছে, ইটস কাইন্ড অফ লাইক দ্যাট. বাট ইন কেস অফ আ ক্লিনিশিয়ানস perspective, for a clinician who is at hospital or in chamber or in OPD, from their perspective, the PPV and the NPV of the test is more important. From a clinician's perspective, PPV and NPV of the test is more important. Why? What is PPV and NPV? ওটা জিনিসটা কি? It is the people who has a disease among those testing positive. মানে the doctor will get the report. He is seeing that, okay, the patient has come positive on the test. So what are the chances that patient actually has the disease? That is more important for the doctor. So in PPV and NPV, the total you have to take is a row total. The total you have to take is a row total. A plus B, naale C plus D. That is test positive or test negative. So among the test positive, who are actually true positives? Means basically the doctor is asking, okay, my patient has come positive, so what are the chances that the patient is actually positive? That is PPV of the test. Not the PPV of the test, the PPV of the diseased person, the positive predictive value. Now, that question that came in your internal assessment, how is PPV linked to prevalence of the disease? Now you can understand, the more prevalent the disease is in the community, the more chances that the patient who has come positive is actually positive. It makes sense, we will break it down further in the later slides. Okay? So sensitivity and specificity does not depend on prevalence, that is a property of the test itself. But PPV and NPV depends on prevalence. How prevalent the disease is in the community. The more the prevalence, the more the PPV and the lesser the NPV. And then again the negative predictive value, that is true negatives divided by the total test negative. So now the table and the formula is kind of clear how to calculate. Just put them in the respective things, that is firstly do the disease status in the columns, test status in the row, plot the numbers, do the totals. For the sensitivity and the specificity, the total will be the column total. For the PPV and the NPV, the total should be the row total. And the numerator is whatever they are asking of you. Positive mane positive value বসাবে, negative mane negative value বসাবে. এখানে একটা এক্সাম্পল দেওয়া আছে, there is an example, reference standard or gold standard stroke and no stroke, maybe by MRI, okay, by MRI you are diagnosing that kind of stroke, and self-report stroke, that the patient is having some clinical symptoms of stroke. So there are some tests there, and then you can calculate the sensitivity and the specificity of the test, of the self-reporting test, and the PPV and the NPV of the stroke, of that disease for the clinician. Okay, it has come positive on this self-reporting thing, so what are the actual chances that the patient is positive? Because we as humans cannot know what is actually the true disease in reality, so we are relying on the gold standard test for that. Okay, this is another example. I think it is a bit clumsy, but in any case, just look at the table. This is D is diseased and H is healthy, test positive and test negative. So whatever is there, the total has been done like this. Okay, the total has been done like this, and the calculations have been done accordingly, as I said. I am just showing this picture to you for the table, how you should present the table in your copy. Now we are coming to the predictive value. It is more relevant to clinicians and patients. Affected by prevalence. What is prevalence? Prevalence increases when new disease cases are identified. That is incidence. New disease means incidence, and the prevalence decreases when a patient is either cured or dies. And with the incidence of the disease, the time is multiplied, and that gives you the prevalence. Okay. Means the burden. Incidence means the new cases. The risk of developing the disease and prevalence is a burden of the community about the disease. Means the longer the patient lives with the disease, the prevalence is increasing and the burden is also increasing. So this is prevalence. Now this prevalence is affecting the PPV. So before any testing, the probability of a person in the specified population having the disease is the same as the prevalence of the disease in the population. I mean, before the patient is coming to the doctor, okay, for example, you know that okay, 10% of the people in my neighborhood is suffering from dengue. 10% of them are suffering from dengue. Every year, the 10% of patients suffer from dengue. Now, any patient is before the patients are coming to you for testing with those clinical symptoms, you know there is a 1 in 10 chance that that person is having dengue. From the prevalence itself, you are first detecting that. Now you will do the test and see what the test results are. So here again, if the prevalence of the disease is 1% of the population, then we would approximately expect 1 in 100 people to have the disease before any testing. Okay? Thus, after testing, among those who are test positive, the chances of having the disease also increases with prevalence. So, though the prevalence is already there, so the prevalence, if it gets higher and higher, the chances of being test positive also increases. So, this is the relation between prevalence and PPV. There is also a very humongous formula, maybe you will read it in your later test giving phases, if there is PG exams in the future for you guys separately. But in any case, this is the conceptual relation between prevalence and PPV. Prevalence thus impacts the positive predictive value and the negative predictive value of the test. As the prevalence increases, PPV increases but the NPV decreases. Similarly, as prevalence decreases, the PPV decreases as well the NPV increases. Now there is a hypothetical example. 100 people are tested for the disease. 15 people have the disease, 85 people are not diseased. First of all, tell me what is the prevalence of the disease then? 15%. So the disease prevalence is 15%. Calculate the prevalence, I have calculated it. Now calculate sensitivity, specificity, PPV and NPV. Karo? Everyone do it. Table is already there, just calculate with the formula. Totals are also there. লিখে করো তাহলে মনে থাকবে, it will be in your brain for longer, otherwise you'll again forget. I have 15% prevalence, just calculate now sensitivity, specificity, PPV and NPV from these numbers. All these things will come in percentage, যেটাই আসবে into 100 করবে, percentage বলবে. What is sensitivity? 66.6. What is specificity? Okay. What is PPV? করো করো. Yes? 20%. Okay. And NPV? 90%. Okay. So PPV is low and NPV is high, right? PPV is low and NPV is high. The disease prevalence is just 15% for now. $80, $90 যাই হোক, আপাতত just calculate করো. With practice you will be able to do it faster. Without practice হবে না. But just understand what you are doing, that is important. The more you understand, the less you have to rote learn this, and then again you might not forget. If you understand, you might not forget during your exam. I am going to the next slide. Okay. Now the same disease with a disease prevalence of 30%. Okay, there is 30% prevalence. You will see that in the total it will reflect here. The table is already there here also. Now calculate the sensitivity, specificity, PPV and NPV and see which has changed, which has not changed. কোনটা চেঞ্জ হয়েছে, কোনটা চেঞ্জ হয়নি সেটা আমাকে বলো. Prevalence বেড়ে গেছে, 15 to 30% হয়ে গেছে. Now calculate and see whether anything has changed about the accuracy test. সেগুলো দেখে নাও. So when a question like this comes, কত কমেছে. So when a question like this comes, firstly you have to tell what is PPV. Okay, then you tell that the more the disease is prevalent, the more the chances that the patient will be diagnosed by that test. So according to that formula ফেলে PPV should increase, and you show that with a hypothetical example. That was also there in PARC actually. That answer was there. So you should be very careful যে কিভাবে answerটা সাজাতে হবে, because these things is always better to explain with an example. The gold standard এ এতজন positive, এতজন negative, and your test is this many positive, this many negative. Clear cut না, ওটা পড়ে তোমাকে বুঝতে হবে তো. Questions যেটা দেওয়া হয়েছে সেটা স্ট্যান্ডার্ড দেওয়া আছে, ওইভাবেই কোশ্চেন আসে. You have to read and understand which is the gold standard, which is the screening test, and you have to make the table and put the values accordingly. Now sometimes the question might come like this, that এত টোটাল পপুলেশন আমাদের কাছে পজিটিভ, আমাদের কাছে ডিজিজ টেস্টে পজিটিভ এসেছে, তাদের মধ্যে টেস্ট ইজ ডিটারমাইনিং দিস পজিটিভ এন্ড দিস নেগেটিভ. So sometimes the total is given, not these values, but sometimes the total disease is given. So put in the total and then put all the values that has been told. You will find the remaining values while subtracting. ওটা পেয়ে যাবে. হ্যাঁ, time 10 minutes is more than enough. 10 minutes is not less. People are given 2 minutes to solve this problem. In UG only, we did in 2-3 minutes per question. 10 minutes beshi dewa hoye tomader. But we are doing this because first time, second time hoyto hote pare, finally kintu kono leniency hobe na profe. Okay, time given will be very short. Because it will happen with practice. You cannot expect ki class e ekdin porlam ar 6 months bade exam dite gelam okhane ki, it will never happen like that. You have to keep on practicing some questions and then be clear je ami question ele I can put it in the equation and do it. It's actually a 2-minute thing. It depends on your practice. So using the same test in the population with a higher prevalence increases the positive predictive value. Means as the prevalence increase, the positivity of the test or the predictive value is increasing and the NPV is decreasing. That is what is shown here. This is a also very common diagram. It used to come in our MCQ exams. I don't know if it comes still or not, but this diagram comes under MCQ exams very much in NEET PG. So conversely, increased prevalence results in decreased NPV when considering the predictive values recognize the influence of the prevalence of the disease. You can also show this diagram. Now, till now we were doing for continuous values, that is, for categorical values, that disease absent or present, screening test positive na negative, yes or no categories e chilam. But how to detect anemia, hemoglobin level, and when can you say that the person is actually anemic? Depending on yes or no ta ki kore bola hocche, seeing the levels, seeing the test results, that is a continuous variable. Hemoglobin bolo, SBP bolo, shobi eta number to, it's all a number. How can you detect from a number that it is positive and it is negative? Both on the actual value and the screening test. So this part is also there. Ideally, it would have been fantastic if the non-diseased and the diseased population would have been demarcated very clearly. Like 12 এর নিচে যারা hemoglobin না SBP বলছি 140 নিচে যারা তারা সবাই নন ডিজিজড, কারোর হাইপারটেনশন নেই, আর 140 and above is all diseased. If we could clearly demarcate hypertension like this, it would have been fantastic, right? Ideally, what should be that non-diseased and diseased are very separate. There is a clear cutoff point. So there are only true positives and only true negatives. There is no false positive and no false negative. So sensitivity is 100%, specificity is 100%. But this is not the reality. হয় হচ্ছে এরকম, the two curves overlap. What happens? This healthy population and the diseased population, they are overlapping. We have a cutoff point. So the healthy population above the cutoff point are falsely diagnosed as positive. আরেকবার বলছি, healthy population আর diseased population overlap করলো. We have a cutoff point somewhere in between. So which the population belonging to the healthy population who are actually healthy, but the value is coming above the cutoff point. So they are falsely diagnosed as positive, FP false positive. So this part, this blue part, between the blue and the green, this part is false positive. Again, those who are actually diseased, but their values are coming below the cutoff point, they are falsely diagnosed as negative, between the green and the red. This is the reality. For example, in hypertension, SBP or DBP, diabetes mellitus, FBS, fasting blood sugar, 110 একটা আরবিট্রারি ভেনাস ব্লাডের জন্য ধরা হয়েছে, ক্যাপিলারি ব্লাডে 126, ভেনাস ব্লাডে 110. there is a cut off point, but it's not এরকম কোনো ম্যান্ডেটরি নেই যে 110 এর উপরে এলেই they are always diabetic. এমনি বেড়ে গেছে, কিছু খেয়েছে আগের দিন, বেড়ে গেছে, কমে যাবে আর দুদিন পরে. Just because it came above 110 doesn't mean that the person is diabetic. Or just because the person's sugar came as like 80, 90 doesn't mean that he is non-diabetic. ওষুধ খেয়েছে, ভালো করে ওষুধ খাচ্ছে, কন্ট্রোল হয়ে গেছে, doesn't mean that he is non-diabetic. So all these false results are always there. So the specificity is always less than 100% and the sensitivity is always less than 100%. Sensitivity মানে কি? তোমার এই কাট অফ পয়েন্টের ওপরে এই ডিজিজড পপুলেশন, অ্যাকচুয়াল টোটাল ডিজিজ পপুলেশনের মধ্যে কতজনকে অ্যাকচুয়ালি টেস্ট ডিটেক্ট করতে পারছে, মানে গ্রিনের ডান দিকে, the right to this green cut off line, the part of the red shaded area that is there, that is sensitivity of the test. So if you lower the cutoff point, that is you put the green line to the left, what will happen? Sensitivity will increase or decrease? This red shaded line will increase or decrease if you pull the green line to the left. If you pull this line to the left, what will happen? This red shaded line will right to this কি হবে? Increase না, এরিয়াটা ইনক্রিজ করবে, means sensitivity will increase, means you lower the cutoff point, the sensitivity will increase, means more people will be diagnosed as positive. More people will be diagnosed as positive. If you increase the cutoff point, that is you push it to the right, sensitivity will decrease because less people will be diagnosed as positive. So which is more dangerous? Right side এ করলে না, তার মানে কি হচ্ছে, what is happening, you are increasing the false negatives and decreasing the true positives. So that is more dangerous, especially from a clinician's perspective. So in actual practice, the doctors cannot rely on all the test results that they get. They know that that lab has machines that are not that much sensitive. We cannot depend on that lab's results, or we cannot depend on this kind of test. We have to do a different test because it doesn't diagnose accurately. They are saying this, they will hear them say this very often because they are talking about the sensitivity and specificity of that test. How sensitive it is to detect the disease, or how specific it is to detect the non-diseased. That is what they are actually talking about. Now coming to that, because that thing is very above your scope, but how to do that, method is put in the later slides. Okay, so basically etai tomader bollam, I have told this. So if I increase the cutoff from B to C, then all true negative become test negative here, means all the non-diseased person will become test negative. So increase specificity or 100% specificity. So all the non-diseased will be detected non-diseased, that is specificity of the test. If I decrease the cutoff from B to A, then all true positive become test positive as well, increase sensitivity. I don't know if you know, but you have studied medicine for some time as a subject, so I hope that you know that previously the JNC 7 criteria, hypertension was actually 140/90 and above. Now it is decreased to 130/80. Why do you think so? Research করে কি দেখা গেছে যে actually তা নয়, 130/80 এর উপরে যাদের প্রেসার ছিল they are also diagnosed with actual hypertension, ischemic heart disease, cardiac congestive heart disease, etc. etc. So they are also at a risk of all these things. Masked hypertension na, because so many cases are cropping up like that, that is why they decrease the cutoff. So they are increasing the sensitivity of that BP to detect actual disease, because it has been shown that 140/90 is basically negating all those cases who are actually cases and false negative ধরা পড়ছে না, false negative বেশি হয়ে যাচ্ছে. So to decrease that false negative and increase the sensitivity, they have decreased the cutoff to 130/80. That is one recent example. So choice of cutoff point, what you are asking? If higher score increases probability of the disease, then lower the cutoff point. or higher the cutoff point. Just choose a cutoff point which has maximum sensitivity and specificity. So here all these cutoff points, at each cutoff point you will get different sensitivity, different specificity. So the point where there is maximum sensitivity and maximum specificity together, that is the ideal cutoff point. So minimum false positive and false negative, as minimum as you can get, keeping these two, sensitivity and specificity, as maximum. মানে দেখো সেন্সিটিভিটি কিছুটা বাড়লে ফলস পজিটিভ কমবে, ওদিকে ফলস নেগেটিভ বেড়ে যাবে, এরকম কিছু হবে। সেন্সিটিভিটি বাড়লে ফলস নেগেটিভ কমবে, ফলস পজিটিভ বাড়বে, অল দিস থিংস। বাট যেখানে অপটিমাম ভ্যালুটা, where the sensitivity and specificity are maximum, that is where that cutoff point you are choosing as the cutoff, ideal cutoff point for the test, for the screening test. That is the most accurate test. I am just telling you till the scope is there for you guys, till entrance exams JEE level obdi ache oi obdi bolchi, aro onek higher level division screening e that I am not going into, just for the your level ami sheituku bolchi. Just choose a cutoff point which has the maximum sensitivity and specificity, so that is the most accurate test. Considerations in selecting a cutoff point. False positive result hole ki hobe beshi? There is a burden on the follow-up services, means the patient is now diagnosed as hypertensive, now is coming to the doctor again and again taking all these medicines, bekar. He is actually not having the disease, but he is taking it and further having complications from that. Or the labeling effect, that the person is now labeled as something positive, he is now known as something positive, but is actually not positive. So that is one problem. And false negative results implication, failure to intervene, that we are not intervening or giving the treatment at the right time. So we are increasing the complications again. So we have to decrease these two things, false positive and false negative, as much as we can. So you have to increase the sensitivity and specificity to the maximum, both of them. Important for the test is both of them, not only sensitivity but both of them. দুটোই কমাতে হবে as much as you can. হ্যাঁ, ম্যাক্সিমাম করতে হবে, ইউ হ্যাভ টু ডু দেম যেখানে দুটোই ম্যাক্সিমাম থাকে, একটার থেকে একটা, ধরো at one point of time you will see that one is increasing and another is decreasing as you increase the cutoff point. Then you have to back off and see where the two things are at the maximum. So this is the last thing that I am telling to you today. That is the receiver operating characteristic curve. It is a curve that shows you the cutoff point. Now, what is this curve? I'll go slowly. This is a curve between the true positive on the y-axis and the false positive on the x-axis. So, false positive versus true positive for a test. Okay? Now, this red line, which is written as random classifier, but it is what do you mean by random? I'll tell you. This red line is there. What does this mean? এই যে red line টা মানে এরিয়া কত, যদি পুরো স্কয়ারটার এরিয়া 1 হয় বা 100% হয়, what is the area of that red line? Half, 50% or 0.5. Okay. So if a test yields a result that has a sensitivity like true positive very low rate and false positive very high rate, it will fall somewhere under here. Taito? True positive low and false positive very high. We do not want that in a test where the false positive is high and the true positive is low. So it will fall below or on the right side of this red line. Hey, red line ta. Ha, worse. Ha. Below this or on the right side of this red line. So means any test which is yielding a result on the right side of the red line, that is yielding more false positive than actual true positive, that test is of no use. That screening test is bekar, very bad. We cannot bring the screening test in the population because it will make more false positive cases than true positive cases. It will not detect any useful thing. So we will always prefer a curve or a test which gives a curve like above the red line or the above the 0.5 line. That is why it is called random classifier. Random classifier means if the point falls on this red line, that is on the 0.5 line, there is a 50-50 chance that the patient is either true positive or false positive. That is also not very helpful. If it is above, that is the percentage of true positive is increasing and false positive is decreasing. Now, that is a good screening test. And the more true positive it will yield, the better the screening test. So, you can compare 2-3 screening tests for the same disease and see which has the better curve. This is also done by ROC. So maybe for a particular disease, these are the 3 lines or the test that is yielding the cutoff points. Per cutoff point, what is the true positive and false positive? They're plotting everything. So which one is a better test? Blue one, right? This is a better test among the 3. All of them are good because they're above the red line, but the best one is the blue line. So, true positive versus false positive graph is called ROC curve, receiver operating characteristic curve. It is also, this is also in the screening chapter. Maybe it is in PAR. In our time it was, but it is very important for diagnosing in case of continuous variables. Weight bolo, height bolo, hemoglobin bolo, SBP bolo, DBP bolo, etc. So, as I said, area under the curve summarizes performance. That is, 0.5 means no better than the chance of the test diagnosing the disease. Means it is by chance. It can come positive, it can come false positive. No one knows. So, another thing is that basically the plot is also called sensitivity against 1 minus specificity. What is false positive? False positive is 1 minus specificity. In this whole graph, if here is a true positive, false positive, true negative, false negative, true negative, then this is specificity. So 1 minus specificity is false positive. So you can also tell that graph has sensitivity versus 1 minus specificity. 1 plus ki kore hobe, 1 minus. 1 by noy, 1 minus. A total jeta ache na B plus D. So D divided by B plus D is specificity, right? Kor koto hocche? B divided by B plus D hocche. So that B, that is the false positive. One by specificity. একটু দেখে বলে দিও তাহলে হ্যাঁ that might be relating I think ইয়ে হতে পারে অন্য কিছু ফর্মুলা হতে পারে not this is 1 minus specificity. So evaluate the test over a range of multiple cutoff points. How? এক সেকেন্ড আমি দেখছি না. There are multiple cutoff points. For example, this curve that is there for a particular screening test. For example, for any cutoff point A, the sensitivity is here 30% and the false positive is 0. Sorry, the true sensitivity is 0 and the I told the right thing. False positive is 0 and the sensitivity is 30%. Then as you increase the sensitivity, the false positive rates are also increasing. Okay, so dutoi to increase korche. In any case, both are increasing, right? The sensitivity is also increasing and the false positive rates are also increasing. So, which do you now from the ROC curves say that this is the cutoff point that I need? Where the thing is plateauing off. When exponential and the plateau moddhe jei joint ta thake, that is the optimal cutoff point. Why? Because after that point you are seeing the sensitivity is no longer increasing, only the false positive is increasing. So that you have reached the maximum sensitivity. Okay, you have reached the maximum sensitivity. Now you should stop there and take that cutoff point, the C point that has yielded that maximum sensitivity and the maximum false positive that you can allow. So how do I know? So as I said, it evaluates the test over a multiple range of cutoff points. You can also compare different screening tests also, as I told in the first diagram. So plot of sensitivity against 1 minus specificity. The point of plateau of the curve is a J point. That point which is whether it's plateauing off is called the J point. And how do I then know that what is a J point? I can not even know that what is that J point. I saw in the graph, but in the graph in the below I will find a table where I have calculated an index called a Udens index. This also comes in your exam. Udens index, that is sensitivity minus 1 minus specificity, means sensitivity plus specificity minus 1. So the maximum sensitivity and the maximum specificity, you will have Udens index will also come maximum here. Sensitivity or specificity তোমার যখন বাড়বে Udens index ও বাড়বে এই ফর্মুলাতে। তো যেখানে তোমার Udens index maximum হবে, you will take that sensitivity, that specificity and that cutoff point. By calculation also you can do that. Just from, apart from observing directly the graph, you can also calculate like this. So the maximum value of Udens index or the J point gives the most accurate cutoff point, sensitivity and specificity. So this is how you calculate a cutoff point. Now how you actually do the ROC curve, that is above your level, okay? That is a high level biostats, so no need to learn that. Just learn that this determined by this ROC curve and the Udens index. So screening, these were the practical problems that you are facing. Some theoretical questions were also there. For example, what are the criteria for screening, for devising a screening test? For which disease you will devise a screening test? Many of you have written the right answers, and yes, that is the book, boye je answer ta ache otai thik answer. Basically the test has to matter enough that you are devising a screening test. Firstly eta mathay rakhte hobe. So it should be prevalent in the population. The natural history of the disease should be known, that how the disease progresses. Then only you know when to detect the disease at the screening level. You don't know how the disease is developing, so it's impossible to devise a screening test because you detect the disease at a subclinical stage. That is the point of the screening test. Now when you are detecting, there is an option for early treatment. If you're detecting but there is no scope of early treatment, then what is the point of devising a screening test? That is one thing. There is an option for an early testing, early diagnosis and early treatment. And that is curable, that is almost curable, preventable to develop into the later stages. So these are some of the main points. There are others 2-3 also points there. Aro 2-3 point আছে, কিন্তু mainly concept টা হচ্ছে এগুলো যে main points, এগুলো তোমাকে লিখতেই হবে if you are asked what is the criteria behind devising a screening test. So if you are not even remembering for a particular disease, if a question is asked that for this particular disease what are the screening tests used in the community, if you are not even remembering exactly what the screening tests are, just understand or try to remember what are the types of complications or diseases or other things that can happen that can detect this disease. যে জিনিসগুলো ডিটেক্ট করতে পারে বা যে জিনিসগুলো হতে পারে, ফর এক্সাম্পল ইন প্রেগন্যান্সিতে কি হতে পারে, তার অ্যানিমিয়া হতে পারে, তার ভাইরাল ইনফেকশন হতে পারে, তার টর্চ ইনফেকশনস হতে পারে, তার ব্লাড গ্রুপের প্রবলেম হতে পারে, এগুলো হতে পারে, এগুলোই তোমার স্ক্রিনিং টেস্ট। যে প্রবলেমগুলো সবথেকে কমন ইন দ্যাট ডিজিজ, দ্যাট ওই জিনিসগুলোরই স্ক্রিনিং টেস্টে লিখতে হবে। ইভেন ইফ ইউ ডোন্ট রিমেম্বার এক্স্যাক্টলি ফ্রম দ্য বুক, ইউ ক্যান রাইট বাই দিস ফ্রম রিমেম্বারিং দ্য ডিজিজ ইটসেলফ। ডিজিজের ন্যাচারাল হিস্ট্রি জানতে হবে, দ্যাট ইজ ভেরি ইম্পর্টেন্ট। আই জাস্ট রিভাইজ ওয়ান্স অ্যাগেন, একবার রিভিশন দিয়ে দিচ্ছি। gold standard test, that is the reference standard, that is reflecting almost the picture of the true diseased and the non-diseased, true non-diseased, that is a gold standard test. Sensitivity and specificity, you make this table, it's like this or this, সেখানে এইভাবেই বসাবে that the true disease status will be in the column, the screening test results are in the row. Put the total like this and then calculate. তিনটে কোয়েশ্চেনই পড়ছি, আবার ভালো করে শোনো, জাস্ট at least বক্সের মধ্যে ফেলার চেষ্টা করো, try to put it in the box. A physical examination was used to screen for breast cancer in 2500 women with biopsy proven breast carcinoma and in 5000 age matched healthy women. So there is 2500 women with biopsy proven adenocarcinoma and 5000 age matched healthy women. In a carcinoma, the gold standard is biopsy. In a cancer, right? So the total number of diseased is 2500 and non-diseased 5000. হয়ে গেল? Now a breast mass was palpated in 1800 breast CA affected women and 800 healthy women. A breast mass was palpated in 1800 breast cancer women and in 800 healthy women. Find the sensitivity, specificity, positive predictive value. আবার পড়ছি, breast cancer, a physical examination was used to screen, means the physical examination is a screening test. A physical examination was used to screen for breast cancer in 2500 biopsy proven adenocarcinoma and 5000 age matched healthy women. Then a breast mass was palpated in 1800 breast carcinoma patients and 800 healthy women. মানে healthy women এর মধ্যে breast mass palpate করা গেছে. So find the sensitivity, specificity and the positive predictive value of the screening examination. করো করো, হ্যাঁ স্ক্রিনে গ্রুপে তো পাঠাতে পারবো না, আমি বলছি তোমরা করো না। হ্যাঁ ওটা বলছি। A breast mass was palpated in 1800 breast CA patients and 800 healthy patients. হ্যাঁ, in breast CA patients 1800 breast mass has been palpated and breast mass was also palpated in 800 healthy women. So find the values, sensitivity, specificity and PPV. 800 healthy women ও palpate করা গেছে। So biopsy positive, biopsy negative, screening test positive, screening test negative. So I have told that adenocarcinoma biopsy proven 2500 এর মধ্যে পাওয়া গেছে and in 5000 healthy, and we have also used that biopsy and detected 5000 age matched healthy women. This is where you put the values, these two values. Now what is said, huh? 2500 true positive কোথায়? Total biopsy তে পজিটিভ এসছে টোটাল। ট্রু পজিটিভ সেলে সেটাই পড়বে যেটা দুটোতেই পজিটিভ আসবে, not only biopsy. This is where you put the biopsy, the gold standard total যারা পজিটিভ এসছে, আর গোল্ড স্ট্যান্ডার্ড যারা নেগেটিভ এসছে তারা এখানে। আর এদের মধ্যে কি বলেছে যে যাদের ব্রেস্ট ক্যান্সার পজিটিভ এসছে বায়োপসিতে তাদের মধ্যে 1800 জনের টেস্ট পজিটিভ এসছে আর হেলদি ওমেনের মধ্যে 800 জনের এসছে। বাকি এবার ক্যালকুলেট করে নাও। Now you can calculate, right? Firstly, understand what is your screening test and what is your gold standard. Now, once you have cleared it, made the table headings, then understand where the numbers will go. Biopsy te positive এসছে মানে gold standard এ positive এসছে মানে এই না যে true positive. হ্যাঁ 1800 are true positives. 1800 is তোমার false positive এসছে না। তোমার স্ক্রিনিং টেস্ট যারা অ্যাকচুয়াল নন ডিজিজ তাদেরকে ডিজিজ বলে ডিক্লেয়ার করে দিয়েছে, তো দে আর ফলস পজিটিভ। প্লাস করে দাও 2000 করে ফেলবে ফর্মুলায় ফেলে। বাট কনফিউশন তোমাদের যেখানে হচ্ছে বুঝতে যে কোথায় কোন ভ্যালু বসবে। ওকে, ঠিক আছে। ট্রু পজিটিভ বাই ডিজিজ পজিটিভ 1800 বাই 2500 বেসিক্যালি। ঠিক আছে, দেখে নাও একবার কে ঠিক করেছে কে ভুল করেছে। ক্যালকুলেশনটা তো এদিক ওদিক হতে পারে কিন্তু তোমাদের ফর্মুলাতে ভ্যালুটা ঠিকঠাক বসাতে হবে। That's why I'm saying তুমি যত প্র্যাকটিস করবে, the more practice you do, the more you'll understand how these questions will come. Okay, calculation আর করতে হবে না, moving on to the next part. Next question সবকটাকে বলে দিই। ওকে, সেকেন্ড কোয়েশ্চেন যেটা ছিল a new rapid diagnostic method, যেই নিউ র্যাপিড ডায়াগনস্টিক মেথড বললো মানে এটা স্ক্রিনিং টেস্ট, ঠিক আছে, এটা গোল্ড স্ট্যান্ডার্ড হতে পারে না। New rapid diagnostic method for multi-drug resistant TB was used to screen 3000 patients with rifampicin resistance CVNAT and 5000 patients with negative results on CVNAT. New rapid diagnostic test for MDR TB was used to screen 3000 patients who have come positive on CVNAT and 5000 patients who are negative on CVNAT. এটা তোমার CVNAT বেসিক্যালি। CVNAT is the gold standard, right? সো কোয়েশ্চেনে কি বলা আছে যে একটা নতুন টেস্ট এমপ্লয় করা হয়েছে, CVNAT এ অলরেডি এরা পজিটিভ এরা নেগেটিভ চলে এসেছে। The test rendered positivity in 2000 patients. Now টেস্টটা কত দিয়েছে? 2000 patients with resistance and 4000 patients without resistance। এটাই মানে টেস্টটা বলেছে যাদের মধ্যে রেজিস্ট্যান্স অ্যাকচুয়ালি আছে তাদের মধ্যে 2000 জন পজিটিভ, আর যাদের মধ্যে CVNAT নেগেটিভ আছে তাদের মধ্যে 400 জন পজিটিভ। টেস্টটা 400 জনকে পজিটিভ ডিক্লেয়ার করে দিয়েছে, মানে ফলস পজিটিভ বলে দিয়েছে। এটা দেখো হাই সেন্সিটিভিটি হবে এই টেস্টটা। So এটারও কোশ্চেন, ফাইন্ড দ্য সেন্সিটিভিটি, স্পেসিফিসিটি এন্ড পজিটিভ ভ্যালু অফ দ্য স্ক্রিনিং এক্সামিনেশন। 4000 না 400। তাহলে একটু বেড়েছে সেন্সিটিভিটি। হ্যাঁ, বেসিক্যালি তোমার সেন্সিটিভিটি will increase more if you can decrease a false positive, sorry, you can decrease a false negative. Okay, final question কি? Final question বলছি শোনো, we don't have much time. A physical examination and an audiometric examination, bracket এ audiometric এ gold standard লেখা ছিল, a physical examination and an audiometric examination was given to 500 patients with suspected hearing problems. Total 500 with suspected hearing problems. 500 জন পেশেন্টকে নেওয়া হয়েছে আর দুটো টেস্ট করা হয়েছে তাদের উপরে, একটা অডিওমেট্রিক টেস্ট, একটা ফিজিক্যাল এক্সামিনেশন। Of the 300 found positive on audiometric test, তাহলে অডিওমেট্রিক টেস্টে 300 কে পজিটিভ পাওয়া গেছে। এইখানে হচ্ছে তোমাদের বলেছে যে 500 জনকে টোটাল দেওয়া হয়েছে, 500 জনকে টোটাল টেস্টিং করা হয়েছে, গ্র্যান্ড টোটাল। পিপল কে দুটো টেস্টই করা হয়েছে, কোশ্চেনটা এটা বলেছে। তাহলে প্রথমে গ্র্যান্ড টোটাল বসলো, তারপরে বলেছে অফ দ্য 300 found positive on the audiometric test, 240 were found with hearing loss and physical examination. তো এই 300 জন যারা অডিওমেট্রিক টেস্টে পজিটিভ ছিল তাদের মধ্যে 240 জনকে পজিটিভ পাওয়া গেছে অন হিয়ারিং এক্সামিনেশন। And of those with negative audiometric test results, 40 had hearing loss and physical examination. False positive. ঠিক আছে, আন্ডারস্টুড। এবারে কি করে কোশ্চেনটা ইন্টারপ্রেট করতে হবে